We are still on a subject of the good fight of faith. And Pastor Goswill shared with us last Sunday that just because the Lord is with you does not guarantee that the enemy will not come after you. I dare say the only reason why the enemy is interested in you is because there is a God that is with you. Without God, you are nothing. You are of no interest to hell. So what he's after is not really you. It's what you represent. That's it. So the enemy is not after your family. He's after what your family represents. He's not after your car. It's what your car represents. He's not after your house. It's what your house represents. So what he's after is what you represent. He knows that Jesus is in the boat with you. But do you know that Jesus is in the boat with you? And if Jesus is with you, what does that represent? What does that mean? You see, what the enemy tries to do is to test our knowledge of his presence with us. I know God is with you, but do you know? And he's not going to give you the benefit of the doubt without testing it. He has to test it. Do you know what it means for God to say, I am with you? Again, that he's with you doesn't change anything until you know and walk in that knowledge. Because, hey, Jesus was in the boat, but the storm came. The storm didn't come because of Jesus. The storm came because of the disciples of Jesus. Do they know what they carry in this boat? Do they know who is in the boat? So the storm didn't come to test Jesus. He came to test the disciples of Jesus. So that you are filled with the Spirit doesn't mean anything until you pass the test. Because Satan will not leave you alone until you pass the test. And this is one of the reasons why many of God's people, they keep repeating the same exam again and again and again. The reason is because they haven't passed the test. And there is no promotion until you pass the test. The promotion is the testimony. Have you ever seen anyone that testifies without a trial? And that's the thing there. Because the testimony is how God receives glory from our lives. Without the test, the glory will not be revealed. He said, let your light so shine that men may do what? See. But the process is this. That light doesn't shine without it being contested. The light needs to be contested for it to shine. You are not about to shine until you are confronted by the things who are not really interested in you, but they are interested in the God that is inside you. So when someone is coming after you, they are not really after you. You have to understand you are in nothing. You got to understand that you are in nothing before God, without God. So their interest is not you. So don't make it about you. Because those who makes it about themselves never win in the battle of life. So that's why I don't have an enemy. Everyone who have declared themselves to be my enemy, they are God's enemy. Because who am I without the grace of God? You are not my enemy. You are God's enemy. So if I want to respond to you, I got to respond with God and by God. Because the weapon of our warfare are not what? They are not carnal. They are not man-made. And that's why the Bible tells us that you should respond with good when evil is done to you. Come on. Amen. Do you remember that? Yes. Why? Because to respond evil for evil, that's carnality. You're already defeated. So you have to do something beyond their weapon. I have to wield something greater than the weapon that they are using to attack me. And sometimes that look like you're weak. You are ignorant. You don't know better. No, it's not because we are weak. No, because we know better. You are after me. But what you don't realize is that I know you are not really after me. You are after the God that is inside me. So I will let him do the battle. And I will hold my peace. And how do I let God fight my battle? By listening to him. By doing what he tells me to do. So when someone curses at you, I bless them. If I were you, I don't curse back. Not because I can't curse. I can, but I refuse to curse.